just wanted to share my free flow, allow myself to be as I am. I wasn't prepared for this video at all. I'm actually just waiting for my friend. Just wanted to share what flows.
Welcome to my channel. Here I share interviews with inspiring people, stories of my travel adventures, and talk about business and esoterics.
Every time I come to the nature, I feel like I reconnect to some truth, and I feel like we can learn a lot of things from nature in general. And one thing we can learn is that every plant, every tree, everything we see in nature, it is just the way it is, and you don't judge it. It is the way it is. This grass is green, just the way it is. The tree is brown. The water is blue or sometimes gray. You just accept, and when you look at each plant, each tree, you can find something so special in it. Each leaf is alive, like you can see life in each of these. I don't know how they're called, but one of the realizations from the festival I had the other day is that everything is so good on default. Like life is so good that you even have to actually find a reason why something is wrong, why you feel bad. There should be a reason, because on the default state, life is just a miracle. Every single step, every action is a miracle. You might ask how, but so many things happen in life. And the thing is here that it's also a miracle. Yesterday I was watching an interview of one inspiring entrepreneur to me, and I just loved her attitude towards her work. Something happens, and she just takes it, okay, yeah, not a big deal. We just work it out. Or some problems with documentation. Okay, we'll just have to be in love with this process of sorting out taxes and documentation. And even though it's really hard sometimes, right? And it's a lot of inner work to even get to that state, but what if we can? What if this is just the true state? We don't have to suffer. We, like nature, we just have to accept it. Here's that tree, here's this tree. Some trees are maybe older, some are maybe even sick. Some trees look really weak, other look like strong and really good. And the same way with each life situations, they're all different, they're never the same, just like in nature. And what if it's just a mindset shift? Whatever happens, I love it. I love it. I'm grateful for it. I'm actually practicing this. This is my way of getting through the problems, because I don't even consider them as problems. Especially as in my philosophy of life, everything we do here in this material world, in this material space, is just to evolve, to ensure that, yeah, there's evolution in our humankind. Not on a practical level that we generate new technological innovations and all of that. I'm talking here about our inner evolution as people, how we expand our thinking, our consciousness, how we look at things differently, how we stop judging each other, how we realize that there's no point in worries at all, that we realize it's all such a miracle, such a game. To me, this is evolution, and every time life brings a new challenge, new game level, because without that, what would we be doing here? Just working, just doing the family, just, I don't know, what are we all doing here anyways? And to me, if I look at all of this as a game, evolution of game, to open my heart more, actually, that's also an important point, because the more I evolve internally, the more I feel how I love more and more myself, how I love other people, everything that happens, and I appreciate everything much more. And another thing I realized that my values and the I think value of many people is just to be honest with themselves. Yeah, honesty. What do I mean by that? Honesty is being real. It's accepting as it is. It's embracing the truth. And you know, sometimes it's really hard to be honest because when you say honesty, not everyone can accept it, and oftentimes you just cannot accept it yourself. For example, something happens negative in your work or in your relationship. Would you want to share it with people? Would you want to share it on Instagram? Even though that would be the truth, even though that would be authentic, and that's what I strive for, but I've caught myself on a feeling that I don't want to share this. On one side, it makes sense. Why would I? It's just my thing, it's private. I will deal it myself. I feel more at peace just processing it on my own. And probably some things you should maybe keep to yourself, right? But if I dive deeper, there is a fear of people seeing me fail, and if they see that I failed at one thing, they might assume that I failed at everything else, that I'm a bad expert, I'm an unsuccessful person, I cannot be trusted. And it's so interesting that before I wasn't thinking that far. I just thought, no, it's just there's no point in sharing this. Even though if now I start to talk about it out loud or write it down and analyze it, I understand that there's a deeper root in all of that, and that I still on some level care what will other people think, which is normal, which many of us do, right? We want to be accepted. But I realized that by not sharing how I feel, or not, or at least just, giving a look at the reality that I'm facing or someone else facing, it can help people tremendously, allowing them to express themselves as well like that. And it's not about cultivating negativity, because before I thought if I will share something negative happens with me, I'll just cultivate negativity, and it's like NLP, what you focus on, it grows, and manifestation, all of that. But if you, by sharing it, work through it, like this happened to me, I felt like that, then I worked it through me, I understood this and this, and I got over it. So in that, you're showing your journey of how you dealt with that situation. And then I understood, okay, yes, this would be my way, how I will share my struggles in life, my worries, not from the perspective that I'm a failure. This was my, limiting belief, that I thought that I will look like that. Instead, I could just show my genuine approach to life, my honesty, my authenticity, and show this raw self. Sometimes I feel like sometimes this happens, but the inspiring part is that I always go through it. I grow, I evolve with it. I'm showing basically the evolution. Now it in my head makes all sense, because if my biggest belief that we are all here just for inner evolution, I just should be showing that, instead of hiding and just showing my successes. And you see, maybe even from my talk, you have noticed some beliefs in yourself, something that feels like limiting to you, and probably this is limiting. Actually, we are all here sort of going through the same situations, and we just have to accept that. We just have to accept that we all go through heartbreaks, we all go through failures, we all had a moment in life without money, we all had just sometimes evenings when we cry, or unless you suppress it, right? And still we are also very unique. That's the paradox. We are all the same but so unique. And why we just don't share as it is? Why we just don't share the negative things through the prism of evolution, not through the prism of failure? Okay, I will end this video right here. Several topics included. Just wanted to share my free flow, allow myself to be as I am. I wasn't prepared for this video at all. I'm actually just waiting for my friend. Just wanted to share what flows. Before this video, I was actually hugging trees and practicing walking meditation. So hopefully some good energy flows through you through this video. Thank you for watching. I will really appreciate your support in terms of like, comment, and the best one would be if you could share this video in your stories. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Bye.